Hello, it's Diane, and I am working on putting together the signature pages for the last of the 6 glue books that I'll be doing. And I showed you in a video yesterday some of the pages that I use, and then I pulled out some other kinds of pages too. So I'm just going to go through this and kind of work on getting these pages together. This book is, I think it's the widest of the batch at 7.5 inches. So I would want my page, like at least the first page maybe, to be about 14 inches wide, which is difficult to do. So I pulled out some of these pages that I sewed together. I've got a small little pile of them waiting for domestic arts journals, because they tend to be quite large also. But I can put them together, these pages together, really quickly. This got cut off, so I need to sew that down or glue it down or something, because it was sewn at the top. But I needed to use them for this, so I just pulled out 3 of the pages and cut them down. So really all it is just taking my cutoffs. I have got a stack of cutoff papers. I guess it goes this way. And just sew them together in a big long sheet. And then when I need them, I trim them down to the size I need. So I pulled out some of those. Another thing is the book pages from the book that I'm using. So this set of pages I trimmed. I folded the margin over, and I will connect these pages here to make a folio so I can sew it into the journal. That was a little crooked, but that's okay. And I already trimmed these mostly. I'm just going to fold that. It's got a nice wide margin. I'm going to trim this margin a little bit. And I will attach it there. I can't use my paper trimmer for these papers because they're more pulpy and the paper trimmer doesn't like them. It jams and it crinkles up the paper and makes a mess. Trim off some of the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. These pages are going back in the book cover that they came from, but I want them to be a little bit smaller. I trimmed that quite crooked. A little bit better. And one of these margins I will cut and one I will fold. When I do this, I try to tape the hinge to a page that doesn't have illustrations, if I can. Then I have envelopes. So this is an envelope with a flap like this. So of course I will have to trim this part out so that when it's sewn into the book, the flap will open on both sides of the signature. Then the person that owns this glue book gets the fun of decorating the envelope, and then maybe I'll put some large index cards inside that you can collage on. That's just a book page that I folded the other way. This is from a garden binder, and this one I didn't have to trim because this book is so wide. I didn't have to trim that part off. I used these in one of the other books, and I had to trim that part off. This is from a large Norman Rockwell counting book, and I was able to remove this as a folio page, so I can put it in like that. It's got some writing on it that a child did, but you're going to glue over it anyway. And here's another page from that book, which I couldn't remove as a folio, so I just folded it that way. You can see that was a big book. This is from a sheet of a planner that was like a little tablet. I think this was from the Target dollar spot. Scrapbook paper, magazine paper, really pretty magazine papers. You know, that one might be too pretty to put in a glue book, because if this was in my glue book, I wouldn't want to glue over it. I think I'm going to not use that one. This is from a recipe book. Some recipe books have gorgeous pictures in them. More scrapbook paper. This was from a little book that I picked up at the library, at like the information center. They have free stuff for you to pick up, and it was wide. It advertises Usborne Books, so I just trimmed off what I needed to trim off. There's another page, and little calendars are great for these large books. More scrapbook paper, another gardening page. Where did that go? This is from another nice magazine. I guess I'll put this one in. That's a really nice picture, though. Here's another one of the pages that I sewed together, and I cut it down. So now I have the scraps from that to use. And then I've got wallpaper, as in the other books. So I can start putting this one together. I'm not even going to add the wallpaper to the signature till I'm done, because it's hard to fight with it. Once it's been in the signature and flattened out for a while, it will start to stay flat and not want to roll on you. So these are going to be the covers of each signature. I want to put an envelope in each and a piece of wallpaper in each. The rest will be whatever I grab. I just kind of spread them out so I can see what I have and start working. Okay, that's 10, and I will add a piece of wallpaper to make 11. I might not have enough pages here. I might have to prepare some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Which way does it go? 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops, I didn't put an envelope in. Take that one out and put in an envelope. I definitely need to prepare more papers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had another piece of wallpaper prepared. There it is. 9. I only need 2 more. So I will find 2 more papers I can use. Let's see if I can get something real quick. This is pretty, from a book about roses. And I'll use a page of the Spanish book. I cut this piece smaller than I needed to. But it's okay, you don't have to have the first page covering everything. In fact, in my glue book that I'm finishing up, it's not like that. It's just the way I'm used to doing signatures now, and I feel like I need to. So I have 3 signatures for this book, and I have to go through all of these books now and prep the pages, do whatever it is I'm going to do to the pages, which won't be much. Just have to make sure they're cut to the right size. I might have to trim some. And then I get to have fun making the covers. Doing a little decorating where I would cover up stuff like that. So to recap, I have the Little Reader's First Book, Fun with Ventriloquism, Let's Make Rabbits. This one will probably be mine to work in. This one is for a friend. And Goodwin's Improved Bookkeeping. Another one I think is going to go to a friend, and one will probably, it may be used as a giveaway. I think I will do a giveaway where the winner can choose a glue book or a traveler's notebook. So I won't know. I think I'll use this Fun with Ventriloquism for the giveaway. And if the person would rather have a traveler's notebook, then I'll put this one in the shop too. So that's where I am right now. Just going to do some page prep, and then I get to have fun making the covers. I'll be back again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.